Alright folks, Genius 88, we are back. Let's head on to chapter number 3. We get the last little bit of the clues, and apparently 2 of our people are fighting. Let's head over there. You stupid kids, your stupid movie. I've had to spend my whole weekend patching up the Kappa screen after your nonsense last week. Look man, I'm sorry, we didn't even know we caused any damage. You drove a truck over the main lawn, you almost knocked over a 200-year-old tree, and you didn't even know? Hey Mr. Burns, put down those hedge clippers. Oh, come on, let me scare this little twerp a little bit longer. He needs to learn a lesson. Hey, Gunner Burns, Secret Agent Ace is arresting you for attempted criminal assault. Fine, but don't come crying to me if a tree falls on someone. Sure, we don't have any interruptions like this, Ace. The staff of the university needs to keep it together for the sake of the students. Secret Agent Ace, thank you so much. You saved my life, I swear. Try to stay out of trouble, Mr. Hanson. Now go off and study while we take another look at the crime scene. Yeah, well, you could very well be that guy. Holy crap, that's a great screenshot. Wow, that's cool. That's obviously one. That's suspicious. Oh, cool. We got a star. One thing is clear from that defaced photo you found. Someone definitely had a major problem with Cindy McMahon. Look, they drew double horns. The red goo used to draw that photo seems a little too sticky to be blood, but it could be. We need a sample. If you look at the garden toolbox, we might have a clue. We need to unlock it. In Butcher Lake is the student horror film Cindy was in. That's Cindy McMahon's copy of the script. There's more written, but we'll need your dusting kit to read it. We're going to catch this killer Ace before the end credits roll. Yes. Almost looks like a horror movie because of how I am in the dark. Come on. You gotta sample that red goo from the defaced photo of the victim. I bet you can figure out what it is with the microscope. Okay, it's interesting. According to the script notes, it looks like Cindy wanted Toby to rewrite her character entirely. And would you look at Toby's reply? He wrote, "No more changes." So the victim was stressing Toby Hansen out with her insistence that her character be changed. But did you stress him out enough that he could commit murder? We need to grill him about this. Please fix this lag. I don't know what you guys want me to do with this lag. What do you mean? With the criminal case itself? Or with you guys? I'm getting 0 drop frames. So... Thanks for the follow. Hey, so you found a chainsaw in that gardening toolbox, and the blade is a 2254A printed on it. You're right, the chainsaw in the video the killer made also had 245A printed on it. But this saw is so clean, do you think it could be a murder weapon? We better send it to Rita to be sure. I restarted the stream, so if it's a lag, it's on Twitch's end, not on my end. Sure looks like blood. So the red goo from the defaced photo of the victim was fake blood, made of corn syrup and red food coloring. Good memory, eh? Sally Hooper said that they used the exact same ingredients to make fake blood for their student film. Makes me wonder if Miss Hooper might know anything about how the victim's photo got defaced. Let's go ask her. Oh, we're not shocked that there's some animosity between the two of those. Hey, Toby, we found Cindy's shooting script. She wanted to make changes to her character. That must have been annoying. Annoying, you think? Cindy was a massive pain all the time. The worst was while we were shooting. She changed the lines, she'd ignore my direction, and just do whatever she felt like. Working with her was shredding my nerves to pieces, but I had to keep her. No one else would have played the final girl. I was going to take a scuba diving weekend to get my head together. But of course, my hay fever started acting up. Besides, I can't waste any more time. If I don't finish this film, I won't graduate. And my parents told me that they won't pay for another year of my film school. I have to get my diploma or get a job. Oh wow, what a terrifying prospect. I can see why you're so desperate to finish this film. Just hope your desperation didn't lead to Cindy McMahon's killer. Or to her murder. Hey, Miss Hooper, we came across a photo of the victim's defaced with exactly the fake blood mixture you mentioned using for the film. Would you know anything about that? Alright, if you must know, Cindy and I, we had bad blood. Funny you didn't mention this before. Of course, I didn't. I knew it would look bad. I didn't realize she kept that photo. Anyways, I have no idea why, but Cindy hated my guts. She would have done anything to get me off the film. She already started a bunch of disgusting rumors about me. She told Toby that I sneezed a bunch of snot into the chili I made for him and the crew one night. Sure, I have bad allergies, but I wouldn't have served nasty food to my friends. And since then, though, nobody working on the film wanted to hang out with me. Maybe feeling out of the social life made you want to cut Cindy in half while watching Miss Hooper. Really, is it going to be a guy or a girl? Oops. Skip. I misclicked. Ace, you definitely found the murder weapon. The chainsaw is the very one that killed the victim. The chain surrounding the moving blade left a distinctive tearing pattern to the tissue of the victim's torso, but then human flesh and tree bark aren't the same thing. How could this chainsaw be the murder weapon? It's spotless when we found it. You're right, the weapon was cleaned and oiled with professional grade products, not just something you can find at the grocery store. Wow, sounds like something the chief landscaper would have access to. Mr. Burns cleaned the murder weapon. He's at the top of our suspect list. Good thing Burns is already in custody. Let's go to the interrogation room and have another chat with him. Oh. Hey, Mr. Burns, we found the chainsaw you used to kill Cindy McMahon. It turned up in a toolbox used by your landscaping crew. Of course, when I saw the saw, it was a red-hot mess, so I cleaned it. Did you realize that you were cleaning the murder weapon in an active murder investigation? Well, what did I know? All that red crud just looked like my homemade chili. Nice act, Burns, but do you really think playing dumb will work on me in secret? Well, not playing dumb. I decided to clean it to save me a trip to the cut right store. That doesn't mean I killed the girl. Well, I guess the saving grace is that you're already in custody. If you did kill Cindy McMahon, we know exactly where you are. Ace, in all my years as a homicide detective, I've never heard of a suspect unwittingly cleaning a murder weapon. Does he really think we're going to buy that dumb act of his? You're right, Ace. Even though he looks good for this, we can't ignore the fact that both Sally and Toby had clashed with the victim over that student film. We need to take another sweep of that makeup trailer. He's in custody because he tried to assault someone. Stork, frog, beach ball, snail, torn mask, makeup box still there. Ooh, 4,000 away. Well spotted, Ace. That makeup box could hold a clue for us. Have a rummage through, and those bloody torn pieces of rubber look like they could be the killer's mask. We'll know soon enough with you piecing them together. Closer than we've ever been to catching Cindy McMahon's killer. I just know it. My guess is still the director. Could be her rival though, but I'm gonna guess the director. There we go. So you found a contact lens holder in that makeup box, Ace, and they look weirdly familiar. Look at that, Ace. The killer's wearing contact lenses just like those in the video they took of the murder. We need to get these contact lenses to a mirror. Pretty scary mask, I'm not gonna lie. You're right, Ace. The torn pieces of rubber on the killer's mask from the video. I may want to take a look at this stat. Yeah, you're right. You should have been right or left-handed for sure. Ace, compared these contact lenses to the footage of the murder, and there's no doubt they match. So does that mean you were able to get something about the killer for us from those contact lenses? I do have something that should bring the killer into focus, so to speak. Initial DNA markers have come back as male, so it's definitely a man who was wearing that slasher film costume when he committed the murder. Alright. Alright. So I think the only one with scratches is directors. I think I was right. We ain't alive when I saw his mask arrive. I almost jumped down my skin. It's one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. Analyzing it wasn't exactly the most pleasant thing I've ever had to do, but it is just latex after all. What about the blood splatter on the mask? Well, the blood splatter on the mask was the victim's, and the splatter proved that it was the mask the killer wore during the murder. And on the inside of the mask, I found a gel with antibacterial properties, usually used to heal deep scratches so that they won't leave scars. Whoever was wearing this mask when they killed the victim with scratches on their face and neck. So our killer's some deep scratches. I guess they're itching to get caught. But don't. Well, at least that's a wrap on the investigation. The question is why? Is it truly just because she was annoying him? Toby Hansen, you're under arrest for the murder of Cindy McMahon. Why would I kill a fun girl in my own slasher film? Well, you did say you were fed up with her stalling the production. You even threatened her. Whatever, Cindy was popular, and that means that she got a few threats from idiots. Well, I guess you're an idiot then. You thought tearing up your mask would fool us, but Secret Agent Ace found it. Oh yeah, right, sure. And I'll remind you that Sally Hooper played the killer in the movie, not me. But it was your DNA we found in contact lenses, Cindy's killer wore. Time to stop lying, Toby. We have footage of the murder. You have the footage? I need it back. Fine, I did kill Cindy. Why? Just because she was a pain on the set? No, I could handle that, but she was going to transfer to another university. I would never have been able to reshoot the entire movie to replace her. Everything would have been ruined. Then it clicked. If Cindy was leaving, I might as well kill her. I would film the most realistic death scene in all of horror cinema because it'd be real. Idiot. You mean you filmed her murder on purpose? Of course. I told her to meet me on campus. I said we had to talk. Then you know the rest. Yeah, we saw it. It was horrific and brutal, and it was perfection. The most intense slasher death in the history of the genre. That's what everyone will say when they see it. No, Toby. No one outside the legal system will ever see that footage. No film festivals for you. You're under arrest. Such a dummy. From 5 years ago. This one tops them all. Why did you film it, for heaven's sake? Alright, I'm going to guess 17 years. As an auteur, I couldn't let the opportunity pass me by. If that university is swarming with other students as sick as you are, my daughter is definitely not enrolling there. Given the violent, bloody murder of the premeditated... Holy crap, Judge Powell. The court hereby sentences you to 50 years. Holy crap. Fine, I'll shoot a prison horror movie. You'll see my genius will not be ignored. Wow. Wow, Ace. I'm sure that the student/film directors behind bars think they cut the poor girl in half with a chainsaw over a senior project. Whatever academic pressures there may be, most students get through their university years without committing murder. Speaking of old enough for university, do you think that Rosetta Pierre entered Grimsborough University when she was 14? There's a lot of things we don't know about Rosetta. It's time to get back on her trail. Wow, 50 years. Holy crap. Maybe pretty simple listened to us and thought that all of her sentencing was light. I don't know. That's crazy. I agree with it. When you kill someone, her like 7-year sentences for killing someone was kind of ridiculous, to be fair. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what the initial investigation looks like. But I'll see you guys in the additional investigation. I've been pitching 88. Over and out.